try to go to a default, which every single time that's just the wrong choice. So yeah, new project here today. Really excited. It looks like I got a couple people already watching. That's awesome. Um, yeah, so this is a small bag for my wife. To her new phone is a foldable one, and it's got a screen that could get all scratched up. So we're gonna make a little bag so that way it sits in that inside of her purse. So that's the plan. I don't have my wife here with me today, so it's just me on my own. So kind of counting on you guys to keep the chat thing going and having some fun. Of course, I got some music playing for myself. I can't play it for you guys because obviously that would get me in a bunch of trouble. I would I don't need that kind of issue. So it took me a few hours to get this all sorted and get all the strings cut and get this thing ready. I don't know exactly how long though. Um, I just kind of felt like trying to do this part with a stream or whatever would have been really like it was just taking forever and would not have been fun. Hello, there she is. We almost didn't have sound. I didn't have the luxury of testing, beforehand. So my whole start just got all messed up. All right. Yeah, so I'm kind of gonna need a little time to get used to this pattern. So the pattern I'm working on is one I've shared with my YouTube members, and I'm actually working off the same exact pattern that I shared. Like there's nothing, no differences there. Like that's what I'm using. So, but this is like really kind of. I did do a bracelet out of this, um, and I kind of by the time I got midway of the bracelet, I kind of had the hang of how this goes. But it's not exactly like a really intuitive pattern. So I'm trying to learn it again. So yeah, I really do like this pattern. It's gonna take it a minute before you guys really kind of see like how cool this thing really looks. And I'm not even sure like how long before like it becomes really obvious like what the design is. But it's a very 3D visual effect that's pretty cool. And the bonus is because my wife's phone is so small, this one won't take very long. The the bag that I'll do after this one will take a little bit longer because the one after this will be from my phone, and like I have just a regular sized phone, nothing crazy. So it'll probably have like the same diameter of this bag. It'll just be much longer. So I really need to kind of get used to this pattern and get the hang of it, so that way I can put these things together. I'm not even sure like what's going to be like the easiest way to kind of shift this thing around as I'm working on it. It is a cylinder right now. Like it goes all the way around this green board that I got here. This is like a 32 by 10 cm cutting board that I picked up that just happens to be like really good for these kind of phone sized projects. Okay, so I think I have to rotate this one direction or the other, to the right or to the left, because I need to get the next orange section under a gray, one of these. So hang on, let me move these clips out of my way. There we go. Just kind of rolling it around a little bit. And I've got a clip on either side trying to hold this thing steady. All right, so now kind of pull the strings out that I'll be working with. I've got I got so much string just all kind of hanging all over the place here. It's insane. But yeah. So the orange comes right after these grays. I think my object is to at least get to where the other grays will come in down here, which that's going to open up like a whole area. This pattern is my own. This is something that I got inspired at the mall and was talking to a friend about the overall pattern itself and how I thought that it could be done, and heard that the pattern was something that was done as an alpha pattern, but I'm like I don't do alphas. That feels like cheating. But I felt like it could be done in a regular normal pattern, so I started messing around with some graph paper, and yeah, it turned out that it works. I'm not sure that it looks all that impressive yet, but I can guarantee you it's gonna start looking a lot cooler as we go along. And I got these two oranges done. So now I can kind of work out a little bit of what goes on in between them. Okay, so this is that one. Hang on. Got loose. That knot was a little bit loose. I need to tighten that up. Got it. So that yellow follows exactly alongside of that orange. It comes all the way down. Okay. And then this yellow comes down and follows that one over the gray and then over to orange. Yeah, so I'm, like I said, I really have to kind of look at the pattern to get this thing going. Okay, so that's the red that's coming down over there. Now, these yellows over here. Right. Oh, hang on. So this goes off of one of the reds. And this red will now go down. Oh, thank you, Ash. It's going to get a lot better. It's really just in the beginning phases. The pattern is going to be, it's just awesome. Wait till you see how this turns out. All right. Now this yellow comes back and this red comes down. So it's going to get easier as it gets a little further down as well, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So there's the red coming over top of that. Whoop. And then this one comes over and bounces back. Okay, so that's what keeps the reds to the left and the yellows to the right. And now This is the gray down here, repeating itself again. Got it. And now we can bring the gray down from the other side. It's going to be a bag for my wife's. My wife got one of those new little foldable phones, and it's got like a screen on the outside of it. You know, like when you fold it closed, there's still like a screen exposed. So she wants like a little bag that she can put her phone into. So when it's like bouncing around in her handbag, it doesn't scratch up that little display screen. So it's a really small bag. It's got a loop on it, but that's like the loops are kind of around the other side. When as I bring this around, you'll see when the loop comes up. Yeah, she's got the foldable phone because the last bag I worked on was so small um, that it wouldn't hold her regular size phone. So we agreed that she could get herself the really cool little the Xiaomi Flip something. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it's pretty cute. Hey, thank you, Anne. So basically, it, it's going to keep repeating itself like this a lot, and it's going to start looking like a very 3D effect. A little bit like Hubert, but different. And overall, I'd have to say it's a little bit difficult, at least to get kind of going at it. It is, but it's not like the worst pattern I've ever done. Hey, hello, Rainbow. Cool. So now we got this part done. So now I need to kind of shift it just a little bit again so I can get to the next little area. See, here's the loop to it. It's a couple rounds to get to there. Okay, so I'll bring in this orange together, work out this space. Yeah. It really is pretty trippy. Oh, thank you, guys. Um, hang on. I can show you the bracelet I made that it was similar to. It looks like this, except for these are obviously different colors, but this is the general gist of what I'll be working on. Hey, just string things. Good morning. I'm not 100% sure that I'm doing this the most efficient way yet. I think that kind of is one of those things I kind of figure out as I go along, like find the shortcuts and all that kind of stuff. But I think this is right. I don't think this project is actually going to take too terribly long. I mean, my live streams are like 3 hours, right? So like that's like a limited thing, right? But I still think that overall, this we're going to see the progress on this like really kind of quickly. Mandy's Mandy's away with a work thing. I think she had joined the stream a little while ago, but she's off having fun with friends, well, work colleagues. Yeah, she said hello earlier, but then didn't. I don't know what happened. Hello, Maria. Yeah, I think the pattern is actually starting to form. Like as I look at it on the screen, it's starting to make more sense. The top left of my camera screen. Oh, it's a puzzle that we did, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it's a puzzle with these locking pieces. It was really cool. Hang on. Wait, is it the red that goes over this? No. It's the yellow is here at the start of this and then comes down and ends on the last orange. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's like Lego, except for that you use like this little screwdriver to like lock the pieces in place, every couple rows. It took us like a day or more. I only got half a knot, guys. Don't think we need a shot. When did I start doing this project? Earlier this week. I only did enough just to kind of get it started. So this is like a brand new project. Hey, Maris. Okay, so this thread goes off of that one. And then over here, from the end of the red one, the red goes over that. And the red bounces the yellow here. And the yellow goes over top of the yellow. Right. And then this goes over the yellow that we changed the direction to before. Yeah, it's a phone bag for my wife's little new folding phone. So it's a really, really small bag. It's already a cylinder. I don't have a lot of work into it. It probably more work went into cutting up the string than actually having put together all the knots that's in it so far. It's a flip phone, but it's got like a screen on the outside. So she needs like a little bag to stick it inside of her purse so she doesn't scratch up the little screen. The granny square bag is for her to carry around, and she got a small phone to be able to fit into that bag. But now she needs a bag within the bag because the little folding phone, when you fold it shut, the main screen is protected, but like there's a little display screen that like tells you your notifications and that kind of stuff. She wants to have that protected, so that way she can have like keys in her bag or whatever without having to worry about that display getting scratched up. Yeah, if you look up the Xiaomi um, folding, yeah, the Xiaomi folding mix or mini or something. I don't know. It's the Xiaomi folding phone. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. But if you look it up, you'll see it. It's got a cute little display on the outside. And oh no, no, she took it. Even took it with her on her little getaway. Now, I could either fill in the space here, or I could swing this around and work further away. I think uh, we'll do this little area in here. Uh, I think the design of the pattern is starting to show pretty well. It's kind of hard when you're first just starting out. It's too bad my new craft isn't here. She is a big fan of this pattern. Hey, Timmy's. Ooh, caribou, get them all. Oh, baby goat. It's this little area here with all the little zigzags that really keeps me having to look at the pattern. The the gray is real simple. It's just a couple little knots here and there. What do you think of your little bag so far, Mandy? Taboo is like charades, but you get to talk, but you just can't say certain words. And Rara's here. Cool. Hello, Rara. What? Wow. I think it's got to be a first time for this channel. Somebody watching it from the airport. That's crazy. At the airport to pick someone up or getting ready to go somewhere? Yeah. All right. Now I got to rotate it around a little bit again. My loop here is pretty cool. Yes. Smiley thumb is back. It's got a wink on it. And this is my phone. So they kind of match. Yes. This is Mandy's phone uh, case thing. Yeah. Well, like you got a blue smiley face, and like Just Drink Things has the purple one. Oh yeah. So this red goes over the first yellow, and the yellow goes over itself. Yeah, because it's kind of like a real loose start without any real whatever. Trying to like make sure I have everything kind of where how it's supposed to be is a little off to a shaky start. And then over the red, and then bounce this one. Well, have a good one, Rara. Yeah, where the gray string is and where the orange ones are, easy peasy. It's just this little spots here and there that don't quite make it as easy as I would want. That's cool. It's coming together. How about you guys? But I feel like this is starting to get a little bit faster. Just a little bit. Kind of cool if he knew things like that. They both cause anxiety and prevent anxiety. Well, the neat thing about this bag is the fact that Mandy's getting one done in oranges, and I've already got the string for one to do in reds. So she's going to have this one, and I'll have the red ones. Yeah, it's starting to, some of the visual cues of the bracelet are starting to set in. I'm starting to recognize what I have to do. Aw. Yellow comes to the end of that, then this goes. Is this going to look trippy? Yeah, I think so. It looks, hang on. It looks like this bracelet. So yeah, it's a bit trippy. Oh, cool. Uh, never. I'm I this is um like a meditation for me. The bracelets are make tying knots is calming. I really enjoy it. Yeah, there is a loop right here. Right. Yeah, I don't know. There might be times where it's like, do I really want to get started on this? This pattern's going to be difficult. What am I doing? But then once I start tying knots, like all those thoughts just melt away. That's cool. So the colors for this were chosen based on the idea that it's supposed to represent like how the light is shining onto this three-dimensional thing. So where it's the brightest, that would be like the yellow side. The second lightest is the orange area, and the what's in shadow or not facing the light is the reddish color. And as I see this starting to develop, I'm really starting to think it's like really getting there. Yeah, cutting up the string for this and getting it all looped. There's like a single strand that runs across up here. Well, no, it's a double strand, but two things of gray going across there. Um, just getting it started, yeah, that was not fun. Cutting up string, walking back and forth across the room. Uh, oh, and this is the result of that big string order recently. Like having enough string to just like suddenly do a side project of this kind of scale is because we just got that what 3.6 kg of floss. I was like, heck yeah, let's go. Because yeah, the pouch for my phone was planned, and there's a bag that's like this planned. But yeah, those are gonna. I'll probably for the bigger bag, I'll probably actually start the whole thing on the stream, so you'll see me putting all the colors onto it and whatever. It's gonna be a bit of a nightmare, but all right. So now check this out. Yeah, see that's starting to take shape. You can actually see the pattern forming right there, right? Now time to roll it along again. We got this big old loop here. That's how she's gonna be able to pull it out of the bag. Actually, if you were into putting string on bobbins, I could have a ton of work for you. Of course, shipping would be a pain, but man, yeah, bobbins can come in real handy if you're working on like something crazy like that granny square bag. Like the bobbins were a saving grace, like compared to This I not so much, not so needed because there's less colors. But that granny square bag, man, that had to be on bobbins. There's no other way. Does my volume seem like it's really low? I bet you if you got through my stash on bobbins, I think it would take all the fun out of it. Hang on, I think I know what's wrong with the sound. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, I know why. Hang on, I'll be right back. That's so weird. I can't get it. I don't know why it's not. The option that it's supposed to be on is not working. And I don't know why. Oh, I see. There's something wrong with the software. Okay, I'll best leave it just the way it is. Yeah, I know. Don't break me. But the sound is not where it's supposed to be, and that bothers me. Am I? It's like, yeah. Huh. I have a thing that makes the sound come in better and balances it. Oh wow, you're like doing the same thing over and over. I'm getting scared. Yeah, everybody's having computer problems now. Oh, neat side thing. You guys might 11:30 for puzzles. A neat side note, the gray that's in here, I don't know if you guys can like really pick up on it. Um, is the same gray that's in the granny square bag. So like there is a little something that I broke nothing. I'm being good. But it's the same gray. So when she pulls this bag out of the other bag, there'll be like a little touch of something that kind of makes the two go together real well. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Ah, hey, Crafts and Bakery with Maria. That's nice. All right, so the yellow starts right where the orange is. That's right here. And then comes down and ends on the orange. Myra. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on nodding, but then like I look up and I see something and like, oops. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way of doing this that's smarter. Maybe going the other direction makes more sense. Because these reds come over top of this yellow. And it seems like maybe it would make more sense coming the other way. All right, hang on. What's this one? Over the red. Over this yellow and back. And then this is a single yellow here, right above the gray. Okay. Yellows. And this ends at the other yellow. So this one ends here. And then this red goes over this red and then changes on the yellow, making the yellow go to the right and the red going to the left. Yeah, despite making good progress on this, I'm still having to rely really heavily on the pattern to make sure that I'm not making mistakes. I know I'll get it in time, but I kind of wish I already had it down pat. Judging by like how much we've gotten done so far, I definitely starting to think that there's the possibility that this isn't going to take very long to make. I mean, I'm kind of not sure how far around we've gotten, but it just seems like there's the progress in this is really, really good. Oh, parodies? Uh, something I can do. It'll help with the puzzle later. I don't blame you. It's a nice pattern. It's in the community tab, now known as posts, which I don't know why they changed that. Yeah, this pattern comes together pretty easy. There's just this little area that is sort of weird. But if you follow like the gray, it's a straight line. Same with the oranges. It's the red and the yellow you have to worry about. Hang on. Okay. I want donuts now. Darn it. Oh no, it's almost puzzle time. Just strengthens. You should go to that tab and save the pattern like while it's still up there, because things like the schedules and stuff kind of push those things down further and further every week. So if you like the pattern, go and grab it, save it. All right. Take a second, check out the progress here. Heck yeah. Not quite halfway. But yeah, that pattern is definitely kicking it. No, you can hear me talk through puzzles. Um, I'm technically I leave the room for a few minutes, take a quick toilet break, grab me something to drink, you know, just little stretching a little bit, and then yeah, it's a fun way of keeping you guys amused while I step away for a minute. I don't know why, but sometimes I start these projects, suddenly my nose goes crazy. And I don't know why. Are we getting close? Yeah, 3 minutes. I wonder if Mandy's still doing the taboo thing. Yeah, it's like the little fuzzies on here or something that are driving me insane. So this time I'm gonna go quick to a neti pot while while you guys puzzle. I'm somehow picturing geckos having the capability of plotting dastardly deeds, knowing how to affect allergies and such. They have all the supplies, the rope and stuff to be able to master their plans. All right, let's see. Where is And we solved it. That was crazy. Yeah, I got 2 done. You had 21. I think you got it done. Uh, when I was out earlier this week, I found this new silicone mold for great big chunky ice cubes, and I thought it'd be fun to try big chunky ice cubes. Um, we'll see how this works. Oh, that works lovely. Is there 24 5x4? Yeah, seems all right. All right, now I gotta figure out where I'm at again. Um, I think. Wait, honestly, I'd have to wait until it comes open again to see. I just know we experimented with a few different dimensions to try to make it where it would last long enough to actually be fun. Okay, so the yellow goes until the last orange, and then the red. The red goes over the red, and the yellow goes over this one. And this yellow goes all the way down past the orange, ends on the other yellow. So if this is how fast I am and I still haven't got the pattern mastered, just imagine like how much faster this will go once I actually know what the heck I'm doing. If I should ever get to that point. That's no guarantees. Red to there. Then a single yellow. And then it's a red over red and a red that changes direction to send the yellow to the right and the red to the left. Yeah, kinda. It really is. It's like little diamonds. It's really pretty though. I like it. Mandy likes experimenting with new designs all the time. Really starting to come together. I love this. I'll be really happy when this whole row is done. That's not bad. That kind of works. Yeah, I don't know how you. That one's just so hard. That doesn't seem like fun at all. Right. Well, that's a very, very scary, like Stephen King kind of scary prospect. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, what do I do to make sure that I don't forget how a pattern's supposed to go? Oh yeah, I have a website. I all my patterns are kept over on my website, and like when I need to figure out how something works, I got a place to go for that. Of course, this one isn't there, but I have a special folder on my computer with all the variations of this, including the big wide one that I just made recently, so that way I could put this together. Uh, yeah, I've had notes that were later discovered for various projects that were like so badly coded that I knew it was bracelet making, but not knowing what. Yeah. I've had things where I like did all the math, like how much string it would it take to make a bag, but left out simple things like how many loops I intended on having. Like, wow, just string things. Though your glitch is hilarious. Oh my god. There we go. I think we're like halfway now. So like basically halfway, just short of. I wonder. Hang on, well I have this off here. Let's just see. Yeah, I could actually maybe make it a little bit smaller for my phone. Right. As I take a sip of a nice, chilled beverage.
2 hours later.
Seeing as how I'm unsupervised over here, I can pull out the old sippy cup. I love this song. We're all right. Yeah, doing fine. It's all right. We're doing fine. I'm thunderstruck. Well, we've had 405 people check us out over on the vertical stream. That's a good thing. Uh, uh, today is the 5th? Yes. Oh, we have Hangout is tomorrow, but we won't have a Mandy because she's off having fun with Taboo and the girls. Yeah. New month, April. I know, right? Yeah, I'm just keep getting blown away by like noticing how long things have been since you know, like we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary of completing the big project, which just blows my mind. I wonder if Mandy's still watching. Is Mandy still here? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think it was better investment of my time to make big project than to make child. What happened? Celebrate you, baby. I have to treat you like I should. Oh, so the last Tuesday was supposed to be the beginning of me teaching how to make bracelets to a bunch of people. And Monday night at like 10 o'clock at night, we get a text message saying, you know what, maybe we should wait on that, which felt kind of really weird. Yeah. Then we somehow have to get me that message back in 2000. I don't know how many commercials you've gotten just stream things, but I think you're lagging behind just a bit. You might try to speed it up like on 1.25 until it catches up. Ah, the whole thing's shifting. Yeah, just a bit. I could tell by the way it was your responses were a little bit slow. Ah, damn it. Only half a mistake. So half a shot. Ah, that would do it. I like this song. I'm gonna be the man who's 500 miles and I would just to be the man who walked by. Definitely feels like some pretty good progress here tonight. Take a look now. Oh yeah, we're definitely halfway around. Look, there's only this little area here that's short. I think because we're kind of running out of time, I'm gonna try to fix up this little area here. Oh yeah, how tiny. Share pictures on Discord. Right. Yeah, one time messed around with just thread, like sewing thread, and started making a pattern. It was going to be like a 16 string, but it was like super tiny. It was really cool. Uh-oh. Gonna help sure up the weekend of this area. So let's bring this back around this way. Hey, Randy came back. Right on. Cool. Oh, you haven't even seen the good part. Hey, 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 hey. Or just strings had to do the majority of the puzzle. I only helped with two boxes. Domesticate you, but you're an animal. Take a good girl. I thought you were going to get all of your friends to help out. Could have had a real good puzzle this time. Who needs taboo when you can play the puzzle game? Oh, thank you. Fabulous B. Thank you very much. Once I finish this row, I'll give it a spin, show you how the finished area looks. Yeah, Rainbow's here. I think Rainbow's taking a very hands-off approach at the puzzle game. Right. Fabulous. I have a pattern in front of me that I'm reading from that tells me where to change directions and stuff. Um, Also, a lot of experience. I came up with this pattern myself, so that kind of helps a bit. It's gonna, the fabulous, it's gonna look like this bracelet, except for it's a whole cylinder that goes all the way around, so that way a phone will fit inside. That's what it looks like. And it's got a little thing for holding on to it. But yeah, more than halfway around. How is it landing at the end of um is it the end and not in the middle? It always starts at the highest point and works its way down, and it's just a matter of like playing with like the whole thing to keep that kind of thing happening. So fabulous. Have you figured out how this works yet? Because I'm not entirely certain I understand the question. I have a video how to do that. How to put beads into a bracelet. One of the big tricks is getting some catgut. It's a synthetic string that's used for sewing up leather. Now, I'm not sure. Was wondering how something was working itself out. I'm not sure which one. No, it's not. This is I'm tying knots. Just a lot of knots. But I'm on a. There's two streams running at the same time. One is horizontal and one vertical. So I'm answering questions from the other stream, who somebody bought some beads that they're going to try to incorporate in their work, which I think is fun. But you definitely want to do it. Hey, heck yeah, it is. Shows that you're no a great guy. Nice. Right. Oh, because it's just a loose knot, like up until it actually joins at the end. It's just really loosely just dragging the string around it and then doing it a second time. It's not a real knot until the second one gets into. It's just it just loops around one time and slides to the top. You're welcome. It just takes a little bit of practice. I teach, if you go to like some of the videos I have for beginners, you can pretty much learn how to do this. Um, this is a little bit more advanced, but a lot of the same principles are involved. Four hundred and 69 views over on the vertical stream so far tonight. Looks like we got 3 people still over there. So hello to everybody over on the vertical stream. I think that the stream looks better on the horizontal, but you know, who am I to judge? Oh, I'm the guy that creates it. That guess that gives me some kind of. Oh, those big ice cubes actually work out pretty well. I'm most of the way through my drink, and they haven't melted all the way. Yeah, so Phil, if you notice, only one camera up at the top. That's because Mandy is away. I've been left unattended. Yeah, I know, right? I keep I keep getting reminded of that joke where the guy's like, "My wife left me, so I went and I spent, the savings on things that would get me in trouble to say." But but and then the punchline is, "Yeah, she's gonna kill me when she gets back." Wait, Rainbow's watching me? How did this get past? The only driving I do is make driving my wife insane. It's actually probably not far from the truth. Don't let him out the door without a leash on. He's likely to sprint. Yes. So there's the side that's got the most done. Oh man, that looks just awesome. And then this side is not quite as done. There's like a whole extra like row or whatever to get in here. But yeah, that's a lot of progress for one night. It was barely anything at the top when we started. That is excellent. I like it. And the loop to it is pretty badass. It looks like it's braided, like a real fancy kind of braid. Cool. Get the slide back on here. Here we go. Cool. All right. So I think that's it for tonight. Before I go, I want to thank my YouTube members who make this stuff possible. Without their help, I would not have all the string to do this, and I would have probably given up a long time ago. But no, these guys help inspire me to keep going, and I am so grateful. I really am, because some of the things I've come up with have been pretty amazing. Like this pattern. Like honestly, this is a doozy. So and it's available to all my members. It's over on the formerly known as community tab, which is weird because the link still says community, even though it's now labeled post. I don't make up the rules. I don't know. But we are back again tomorrow for the hangout. I'm also live streaming tomorrow, like some of the working on whatever it is I'm working on tomorrow. I don't know, but there'll be a member stream, and then the members hang out later on. So mostly because when I made the schedule, I didn't think about it. Go figure. Not supervised. Um. Trying to think if there's anything else clever I'm supposed to tell you guys. I think that's it, guys. Um. Yeah. See you members tomorrow, and don't get your strings in a bunch.